is all at the back there. There won't be, but just in case. At the end of the first act, what we'll do is, if you stay in your pews, we'll draw the raffle then, because there's so many raffle prizes that we're in danger of that going on long in the concert. So we'll do it as quickly as we can, and then you can go and get your refreshments, and there's some lovely cakes for sale in there, all going to the cause. No one's keeping anything back from this. And then we'll all come back to the Les Miserables section, which I promise you is well worth waiting for. These people behind me have spent 10 weeks working on this, and I'm really proud of every one of them. So I hope you enjoyed the show, and thank you for coming. Stand please guys, if you have a solo part in this, move forward toward the mic, as we did last night. Everybody else, go.
Yeah. about the ugly and seedy side of nightclub life in Saigon, and how in their minds they picture a better place, a life away from war and from struggle. Chris has awoken the next morning from his night with Kim, only to realise that he has fallen in love with the local girl that his friend John had bought for him for the night.
Why does Saigon never sleep at night? Why does this girl smell orange trees? How can I feel good when nothing's right? Why is she cool when there is no breeze? Vietnam, you don't give answers to your friend. Just questions that don't never end.
knowing that being together is a hopeless dream. One, an American GI due to be shipped home, and the other, a young Vietnamese girl just trying to survive.
So
Chris rings his friend John to thank him for Kim and to tell him that he's in love. But Saigon is falling to the Viet Cong and they need to ship out.
Different, that's how it should be. Last night I spent a whole lifetime in paradise. You tell the CEO I'm taking all my leave. Oh John, hey buddy, it's like Christmas Eve. We have sworn we won't see the sun for 48 hours.
What are you saying now? You're out of your mind. All these big cats so you can be left behind. Saigon is falling apart and you'd better be here. Dogs are dropping like flies. Wives and civilians will be shipping out soon. Crowds around the embassy have tears in their eyes. Tourists are signing erasure on hold. People on the Palestine will send the Marines. We're saying nothing from what I've been told. But the other dad didn't know what that means. So I'm falling in love.
John, listen fast, you did not get this call. You're the one who bought the girl from me after all. But once you are a friend, you're a friend through and through. When you want in trouble, I'll come for you.
Not this time.
Shit,
Come
come
on
on
now. Can't I horror, buddy? I will not get you killed.
She is no more. You saw it too. She's really more like the April moon. She's been hurt, you see, no repair before. What else could she be?
Sweet as that, she's an urban too. I'll get a gun right back. You got one day not to let me back.
Kim and Chris have just one day to cement their love, and Kim does it in the only way she knows how, in a traditional Vietnamese ceremony. together, Chris promises Kim to take her away from everything. A promise that he knows will be hard to keep. in the USA, John is haunted by the Bui Doi. The Bui Doi are children of Vietnamese women and American soldiers who are held in camps because nobody wants to claim them and are seen as leftovers from a long and brutal war.
Like all survivors, I once thought, when I'm home I won't give a damn. Now I know I'm caught, I'll never leave Vietnam. War isn't over when it ends. Some pictures never leave your mind. They are the faces of the children, the ones we left behind. They're called dust of life, conceived in hell, and what is right. They are the living reminders of all the good we failed to do. We can't forget, we must not forget, that they're all our children too. These kids hit balls on every side. They don't belong in any place. Their secret, they can't hide. It's printed on their face. I never thought that one day I'd plead for half-reasonable land was torn. But then I saw a camp for children whose crime was being born. They're called Toy, the dust of life, conceived in hell, and what is right. We owe them fathers and a family, and a loving home they never knew. Because we know deep in our hearts that they are all our children too. These are souls in need. They need us to give. Someone has to pay for the chance to live.
It's now a few years on in the USA. Chris is now married to Ellen, but suffers with flashbacks, nightmares, of his time in Vietnam. Kim still dreams he will return, having given birth to his son, whilst Ellen, his wife, listens to him call out Kim's name every night in his sleep.
Rest you
his effort to help the widow children, John discovers that Chris has a son, and it becomes part of his job to take care of the welfare of the child and reunite him with his father. He tells Chris, and they both go with Chris's wife to see the child.
I'm not here as a friend. I have a job to do. Strange to find my work should lead me to you. Chris knows all about you. I'm sure you know this. But I think that it's time you know all about Chris.
In the aftermath of the war, the seedy engineer who sold the girls and played both sides for profit sings of his dream to get to the promised land, America.
I'm fed up with small-time hustles. I'm too good to waste my talents for greed. I need room to flex my muscles in an ocean where the big sharks feed. Make me Yankee. They're my family. They're selling what people need. What's that I smell in the air? The American dream. Sweet as a new millionaire. The American dream. Pre-packed, ready to wear. The American dream. Fat like a chocolate eclair as I suck out the cream. Look by the tail. How can I fail? And best of all, it's for sale. The American dream. war start. Men like me there have things easy. I'll have a lawyer and a bodyguard. To the Johns there, O's the blondes there, that they can charge on a card. That I smell in the air, the American dream. Sweet as a sweet in Bel Air, the American dream. Girls can buy tits by the pair, the American dream. Bald people think they'll grow hair, the American dream. Call girls a line in Times Square, the American dream. Bums there have money to spare, the American dream. Cars that have bars take you there, the American dream. Honk, honk, on stage each night, register, the American dream. Slits down the drain, pop the champagne. It's time we all entertain my American dream. My day is magnificent. Wall Street is ready to sell the American dream. Oh, the sexy and love, oh my God. Come make a life of the air, the American dream. This is too much, I can never tell. Come and be more than your share, the American dream. There I will crow, Miss Chinatown. All yours for 10% down, the American dream. Where are they going? Guys, come on, guys. It was just getting good. It was just getting good. Shit.
Ellen has seen Kim and sees that she is a beautiful young woman, and she knows she'll have to fight in order to keep her husband.
There are days when your life clouds over and your world gets so dark. With watching countdown night and day through time. Your heart rises and happy
Kim realising that the only way she can protect her child is to hand him over to Chris and Ellen. However, in order to satisfy legislation and Ellen, she knows that it would be better if she were no longer in the child's life. Kim commits suicide by shooting herself. The final song of this first part of our concert is from the first act of Miss Saigon. Here we sing The Morning of the Dragon.
Can I have the lights on, please, on the main? Thank you. I've got to say, I know I'm a bit biased here, but I could have charged you far more than £4 for the quality of the singers here. Aren't they good? What we're going to do now is we're going to draw the raffle. Now, there's so many raffle prizes. I'm keen that you see Act 2, which is fabulous, and there's some great soloists in Act 2. So I'm going to whiz through the raffle as quick as I can so you can go and get a drink. So if you get your tickets ready, if we call the tickets down here, we'll just pull them out. By the way, guys, there's an envelope, and it's £100 voucher for Specsavers. So I'm seeing a lot of glasses on, if you do it, so actually. So that's on there. Courtesy of some nice lady around. 306 to 310 on green. Right, off you go to the end. I'm just going to keep doing it, okay? Don't get off my nose in winter, so I can't fiddle it. Green again, sorry, 371 to 375. Off you go. I'll just keep doing it, because otherwise this will go on forever, a very long time. Orange, 291 to 295 on the orange. There you go, green over there. Can somebody count the prizes as we go? Orange, 481 to 485. Anyone? It's got to be somebody. Orange, 481 to 485. Oh, hello.
Well, it used to be an agency client. When you order things, I used to work out. Like the computer said that you owe 500, you say you owe 300. I I used to work where I was like, oh no, we don't have to. There's also feet.
In a second, when she gets her handbag sorted, I think she's going to dance around it. She's going to be Becky wants to say a few words.
I just wanted to say thank you to everyone for coming. Thank you to Victoria Music. They mean a lot to us. Our lady's been coming to the Saturday class for quite some time, and she's not been able to come recently. Obviously, you know what's going on and everything, and she really misses her friends, and we're just really happy that you're all doing it for us, and we know that you're thinking about us all the time. It's just, yeah, it's just really, I don't know, yeah, just really happy, and glad that we've got people around us that will do stuff like this for us. Thank you.
We're going to have the lights out, please, the big lights, and we're going to take you through a whistle stop, Les Miserables, which should be finished before 9:30 for all you people who walk over the door. I'm getting method acting.
That's one word for it.
Solo message in the front. Solo in the front.
Jean Valjean knocks on the house of the bishop.
Come and serve you are weary, and the night is cold and clear. Though our lives are very humble, what we have to share. There is wine here to revive you. There is bread to make you strong. There's a bed to rest till morning. Rest from pain and rest from wrong.
Let me my fill, I had the lion's share. Silver in my hand was twice what I earned. Nor those 19 years, that lifetime of despair. And yet he trusted me, the old fool trusted me, and done his bit of good. I played with grateful self, thanked him like I should. But when the house was still, I got it in the night. Silver took my flight.
That is right, but my friend, you left so early. Surely something slipped your mind. You forgot I gave these also. Would you leave the best behind? So assures you may release him, for this man has spoken true. I commend you for your duty, and God bless you good. But remember this, my brother, see this on higher plan. You must use this precious silver to become an honest man. By the witness of the martyrs, by the passion and the blood, out of darkness, I have bought your soul for God.
The bishop's acts of great kindness has opened the eyes of Valjean, who now realises that there is another way.
What have I done? How deep in the night, I'm gone run. Now the forms of bars as the hours are late. The nine remains with the cries of hate. The cries in the dark that nobody hears. Here where I stand in the turning of the years. If there's another way to go, I must have 21 years ago. My life was a war that could never be won. They gave me a number and they murdered that one. They chased me and left me dead. Stealing a mouthful of bread. my shame inside me, sharp like a knife. He told me that I had soul. How does he know? If it comes to my life, is there another way? So I am reaching, but I fall, and the night is closing in as I step into the void, the whirlpool of my sin. I'll escape now from the world of Jean Valjean. Jean Valjean is nothing now. Another story must begin.
Valjean is now a successful, respected businessman and a mayor, living under a new name and a whole new identity. However, the poor are struggling, and a fight breaks out in the factory. Thrown out onto the streets by the foreman, the only way Fontaine can pay for her daughter is to sell herself. She also sells her hair and her teeth in order to provide the Thénardiers with keep for her daughter.
There was a time when love
arrested by Javert for the false accusation of attacking a gentleman on the street. Valjean speaks up for her and takes her to hospital rather than prison. As she lays dying, Fantine has visions of her daughter, Cosette, playing by her side.
What should change? And that is duty I was sworn to change.
There is no place for you to hide. You shall live within my care, where you may hide away. And I will raise her to the light. I swear to you, I will be there.
Now knowing who Valjean really is, the man who broke his bail conditions has been flawed by Valjean, so he may go off and take care of Fantine's daughter, Cosette. He finds her alone in the woods, in the dark, singing about her love.
Welcome, monsieur, sit yourself down and meet the best innkeeper in town. As for the rest, all of the crooks, walking the guests and in the rooms. Seldom do you see honest men like me, a gent of good intent, who's content to be master of the house, the darling amateur, ready and taken out the box, tells us all to tell, makes a little slip, the customers appreciate the bomb we burn, galactic friends of fame, dashing across to the shore, lay down alone, and lay your boots, rest from the road. It's waiting time, travels the curse, my Irish drives, right in your purse. Here the juice is cooked, here the fat is fried, and nothing's overlooked till our senses fry. Through beyond belief, mix it and pretend it's true. I kick it up the horse, and put her on the plate, making up the sausages with its and residents are always welcome. The bride of sweet is on the bar, reasonable charge, the charge for the lights, extra for the most, 2% for looking in the mirror twice. Here a little slice, and then a little cut, a 3% for keeping with a window shut. When it comes to fixing glasses, there are the tricks he knows. Oh, how it all increases, all the missing pieces, Jesus, it's amazing how it grows. I'm lost in the house, with the catch your eye, never was a passing like a passing by. Servant to the poor, rapper to the great, nothing's ever lost in very lifelong days. Everybody's blue companion, getting where his feet is lost. There's too much of these, Jesus, what a sign it was lost. Inspector Javert, being a God-fearing man and a believing pious individual, swears that he will not rest until Valjean is back with the lock and key.
Out in the darkness, a fugitive running, fallen from God, fallen from grace. God, be my witness, I never shall leave till we come face to face, till we come face to face.
The
adopted father, and she and Marius have met on the street and fallen in love at first sight. Eponine is also in love with Marius and would do anything for him, so she discovers where Cosette lives and takes Marius to see her.
How strange, this feeling that my life's begun lost, this change. Can people really fall in love so fast? What's the matter with
Believing that Javert has discovered his latest hideaway and identity, Valjean decides to move away, taking Cosette with him. And here, each of the main characters sing about what tomorrow will bring.
Main characters to the front, please. Everybody else on the front.
One day more, another day of destiny. It's never any road to Calvary. These men seem to know my kind. Surely come a second time, one day more.
Till today, how can I live when we are parted?
One day more.
Tomorrow you'll be worlds away, and yet with you my world has started.
Eponine walks the dangerous streets of Paris at night, alone, and thinking of her love for Marius, who doesn't even know of her feelings. She's later shot at the barricades and dies in his arms.
Get another time, what is
Javert turns up at the barricades, pretending to be a revolutionary sympathiser. But little Gavroche sees straight through him and exposes him to the rest. Valjean asks to be allowed to deal with the traitor, but he lets Javert go, preferring to show mercy than revenge. This makes Javert question his beliefs, and he realises he may have been wrong about Valjean all along, and eventually commits suicide as a result.
Listen, my friends, I have done as I said. I have beaten their lines. I have counted each man. I will tell what I can. How faithful. The danger is real. We will need all our cunning to bring him to heel. Still have faith. If we know what their movements are, we will spoil their game. There are ways that our people can fight. We will overcome their power. We have overheard their plans. There will be no attack tonight. They intend to starve us out. Before they start another fight, concentrate their force and hit us from the right.
It's the night before the final battle of the Revolution, and Valjean prays over the sleeping body of young Marius.
In my
Empty chairs and empty tables. Now my friends are dead. Near the tall top revolution, it was then flaring. Here they sat about tomorrow. There's tomorrow. My friends, forgive me. And I live and you are gone. There's a grief that can't be spoken. There's a pain that goes on and on. Phantom faces at the window. Phantom shadows on the floor. Empty chairs and empty tables. And my friends will meet no more. Oh, my friends, don't ask me what your sacrifices for. Empty chairs and empty tables. And my friends no
Valjean is at the end of his life and has fled so that Cossette will not know who her father really was. Lord Marius discovers that it was Valjean who saved him from the barricades and brought him to Cossette. They go off to find him. They find him dying in a convent.
Now you are here again. Again beside me. Now I can die in peace. For now my life is blessed.
You will live, I'm going to live. It's too soon to say goodbye.
Yes, said, forbid me now tonight. I'll obey. I will on this page, I write my last confession. Read it well when I'm lost and sleeping. It's the story of those who always loved you. Your mother gave the life to you and gave you to anything.
Spirits of the long dead return to take Valjean to peace.
Thank you. sing, lost in the valley of the night. It is the music of the people who are climbing to the light. For the wretched of the earth, there is a flame that never dies. Even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise. They will live again in freedom in the garden of the Lord. They will walk behind the plowshare, it will put away the sword. The chain will be broken and all men will have their reward. Will you join me in our crusade? You will be strong and stand with me. Somewhere beyond the barricade is there a world you long to see. Do you hear the people sing? Do you hear the distant drums? It is the future that they bring us tomorrow comes. Will you join me in our crusade? You will be strong and stand with me. Somewhere beyond the barricade is there a world you long to see. Do you hear the people sing? Do you hear the distant drums? It is the future that they bring us
You know, every time I see these guys perform, they amaze me. You've got tears in your eyes. You put the lights on, Lisa. I just want to crave your indulgence for a few more minutes and then you're free to go, okay? Because I think it's worth mentioning all these guys by name. This took, believe it or not, just 10 weeks of 1.5 hour sessions. We're talking 15 hours to put together something of that standard. Shows how passionate these guys are about what they do, and I think there's a few of them here we're going to see more of in the future. But for now, I want to thank people personally. Nothing would have happened without our technician here, my daughter Lexi, who's done all of the technical stuff throughout the whole of this. So can we thank Lexi? And I'm just going to name them one at a time and they can stand up and take a bow. We've got Darren Gibbons. He's also the chairman of the NLP. We've got Michael Clark, Claire Stone, Ruben Austin, Adam Phillips, Dan Bigelow, Brenda Kenneally, Helen Anderson, Terry Taylor, Kim Clark, Helen Howley, George Reese, Gemma Highfield, Rachel Bigelow, Charlotte Maloney, Paul Cookson, Mike Bigelow, Kirsty Walker, Martina Marie Stewart, Lynn Coy, Jeffrey Evans, Shannon Rose Fitzgerald, Jane Holland, Katie Kaufman, Katie Jones, Jenna Clark, Iona Bailey Stewart, Leah Smith, Annie Rickler, and Ashley Kaufman. Right. Quickly, I've got one more thing to do, but can I just thank everybody who helped tonight with the tea, coffee, making the cakes, all that sort of stuff. And we'll let you know, the family will let you know how much we raised tonight. It's worth mentioning though that the people who don't know. Do you want to mention it or shall I? Mike Bignell there, he's on the trustees of the Mark Gorrie Foundation, which is a testicular cancer foundation, which we do a lot with. Victoria, we kind of go and walk around Manchester Pride with big balls on us and things like that. Whatever we've raised tonight, they've agreed to match fund up to £1,000. So I would say the whole rank of people designing success. There's one last thing I need to do, and I wanted to do this publicly rather than privately. There are 3 people behind me who have gone that extra mile, who've done so much to make Victorian music the success it's becoming, and also to showcase what we do in such a good way. And they're leaving us, they're off to university, so we thought we had a whip round. We had a whip round. It is the end of the night. We had the whip round, and we've got them collected in the card. So we've got Charlotte Mullally, who's going off to bed. What are you doing? Creative writing, coming at the card. And can I just say, that there's a welcome back for all of these, okay? We have my daughter Lexi, who's going off to Birmingham. Stage management. There you go. And we have Ruben Austin, who's going off miles and miles away from Liverpool Red Hill, but I'm sure he'll be back with you. For being a good audience. It's still only just gone 9:30, so we haven't kept you too late, and we'll let the family tell you how much we've raised in due course. Okay, thank you very much.
As usual, the man refuses to give himself credit, so as always, Robert Littler, who's up to without someone facilitating it. Robert Littler.
I'd also like to publicly apologise to Ruben Austin. Because I swear I didn't mean to punch him.
You've been waiting 10 weeks to connect.
Yeah, got here in the end.